In yesterday's Solana video when we were down here, I told you that we would probably find a bounce due to this key Fibonacci level here that previously found us resistance here, support again here, and support again here, and as well this descending channel which is showing us something very interesting, as well as today's Solana US dollar chart. We're going to look at the Solana BTC chart, which is showing something that could be confirming exactly what is about to happen, and it's going to happen very soon on the Solana US dollar chart. So guys, as I've mentioned in the past, with these patterns, various patterns we can see always emerging depending on the time frames that we're looking at. This is on the 4-hour chart, so obviously these are going to take much more time than we will see within 15-minute charts, etc. But exactly the same patterns, more often than not all the time, but more often than not, these chart patterns do break towards the upside. Now, one thing we can think about is because of the shape like this, it's not a consolidation pattern. It could theoretically continue and go down for another leg before pushing up further. However, we've had multiple touch points. One, probably call that one there. This one we did have a little breakthrough, and then again there, showing that this is a substantial pattern. And on the bottom as well, we've had multiple touch points, indicating that this is a channel that we can rely on. We are finding a little bit of resistance at this level, and we'll have a look in a moment back at this chart after we've taken a look at the Solana Bitcoin chart, which is showing something a bit more clear. Now guys, as I talked about on the Solana US dollar chart, I told you that we often break to the upside on this. However, what we have done here is we did break out, it got rejected, and then it's pushed back down for somewhat of a confirmation. But what's happening in this confirmation is something that is showing us a bit more clearly what is going on here. And we have what is quite a solid W pattern, which is a very bullish pattern. We've already confirmed it. We've come above this neckline here, and we are now pushing up towards the upside. In terms of a price target for this pattern, we take from the neckline down to the bottom of one of the W dips and move it up to the top here, and then we can see that we're going to move all the way up to 0.0037%, which as a move against Bitcoin's dominance over Solana would be around 12%, which if we're seeing Solana growing in value, then likely we're going to see Bitcoin growing in value, okay? So actually that 12%, while Bitcoin grows, Solana is growing 12% against Bitcoin price, is actually more substantial. And still the price target from this pattern, which we take from the top all the way down to this bottom candle here, is still in play as well. Even though we did take down and we did actually come back to retest, we actually came back and retested the level of where we broke out from. It just took a bit longer than suspected, obviously because of a lot of the news going on in the markets at the moment, and this would take us literally in line with previous all-time highs and would be a significant move if we see the Bitcoin price increasing. So that's a move of 50%. If we see the Bitcoin price increasing as this increases as well, then we're likely to see all-time highs coming in again for Solana quite soon. Let's jump across to the Solana US dollar chart to find out today's Solana price prediction. So guys, exactly as we've just done there, we'll take from the top of here, drop it down to the bottom here, and we will then move our price marker up to a potential breakout position. As you can see, this would bring us up to $229. Now, I did mention that this might not necessarily right now break out from this area here. Now, there's a few scenarios that could play out. If we are able to break above $152, which is here, and able to hold and close outside of this level, because in the past we have broken, but we did then close back inside, then we would potentially be looking to make this move towards the upside. And obviously, as we've seen on the other chart, it could come back for a retest before heading up there, so it could take a bit of time, bearing in mind this is a 4-hour chart. The next scenario is potentially if we are unable to make this breakthrough, we may end up being pushed back down through. And although we are seeing this red candle in here, don't necessarily assume that's going to happen. We could track sideways for a bit of time before we find the volume that's able to push us out. But yeah, we could still be looking to come back down here. If we are coming back down here again, this is our key area where we need to hold support. Mentioning yesterday, I told you this level around $124 was crucial because this was in line with the Fibonacci retracement and a very key area for the Solana US dollar price. However, in my opinion, everything else is starting to come back into shape. We are seeing Bitcoin kind of gaining a bit of strength again, as well as Ethereum, US dollar, etc. I don't think they're out of the woods yet, so we could potentially see more downside action. But the Solana price is looking much more steady. As from yesterday, we did come up all the way up from $120, and we're currently sitting at $145, which is a move of nearly 20%, which is obviously significantly better than where we were sat at yesterday for the Solana price. Please smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all the latest happening in Solana and the rest of the cryptocurrency market. Thanks very much for watching.